Obviously watched the Dallas game, and really impressive performance by the Titans. This is really a good, well-balanced football team. Mike's done a great job. Um, Certainly the bye week, they came out and played. That was as good a game as you could play, and doing a good job, as I said, in all three areas. Lead the league in defense. Offensively, they run the ball. Um, Special teams have a couple explosive returners. Do a good job of not beating themselves. They don't make many mistakes. Least penalized team in the league. Very good fundamental technique team. Won a lot of close games in the last 2, 3 years. Have excellent specialists. Um, so we know it's going to be tough down there, and have a lot of respect for uh, the people down there, coaches, staff, the way that they play. Casey's one of the top defensive linemen in the league. He's outstanding. Byard's another really good football player. Had a great year last year's. On top of it this year too. So Davis has had sort of broken out now, and Deion's having a good season. Again, special teams is a real strength for him. Great specialist. So we'll have to go out there and play a good football game for 4 quarters for 60 minutes in all three areas, just to be competitive.
You've got some familiar faces at cornerback there, and Logan and Malcolm. What have you seen from them this season?
Yeah, well, they lead the league in defense, so yeah, they're good. Don't give up big plays.
Scheme-wise, this team piece, is this similar to what you would see from when he was here with you? Or do you see a big difference to what he's bringing?
I would say it's the Texans defense.
See any carryover from what they did in the divisional round last year into that schematically, or is it just
That's is different. No, Lafleur, Vrabel, Pease. Yeah, it's a little bit of carryover in the kicking game, but uh, I mean it's just some of the same players, but it's different.
Bill, did you see anything from Vrabel when he was here? That maybe characteristics that you said maybe when they usually would coach or anything like that?
Yeah, Mike's got a lot of great qualities. Great player, tough, mentally and physically, smart. Had a real passion for the game. Was in great condition, could go all day. Loved to play, loved to practice. You know, Great leadership. So I think all those things transferred when he went to coach at Ohio State, and then down to Houston, and now in Nashville. So I have a ton of respect for Mike, and I think he's been a great coach. I think he'll be a great coach, great head coach.
Among the characteristics he's shown as a head coach, confidence in his guys and aggressiveness. I've worked a couple of different times in the response to those. Does that factor into preparation and game management? The coaches really take those kind of chances if have a chance.
I mean, I'm certainly aware of it. Yeah, Mike's an aggressive. He played aggressively. He coaches aggressively. He coached that way with the Texans when we worked against him when he was the linebacker coach, and then really defensive coordinator down there last year. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
You said on WEI, I think that he told you when he was a player that he wanted to be a coach. Is that right?
Well, I mean, we talked about it. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember if there was a specific conversation or not. It might have been.
I guess that was going to be my question then, whether you remember it and whether that stood out to you.
Yeah. Well, at that point, Mike was playing. I was coaching. We were trying to win games, and but in passing and some of the banter back and forth that there was always plenty of with Mike. We talked about coaching and playing.
Well, was
Alfano a player that you considered in the 2017 draft?
Again, we do all the players in the draft, yeah. And he was drafted early, so.
What did you like about him coming out?
Well, he has good skill set. He's smart. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Go with McClellan. Does he have the three additions?
He has some experience. He's played in the kicking game. He's played defensively. So, see how that goes. Yeah, they both play. I'd say Dion's in there mostly on third down, but they both play. Again, I would say similar to the Atlanta rotation, Freeman and Coleman, if you will.
Does LaFleur's history with Atlanta, with his offense, show some similarities with that offense?
Yeah, sure does.
How does Mariota execute some of the stuff they ask him to do, or how does his mobility play into some of the stuff they ask him to do?
Yeah, he's great at that. No issues. This guy can run. He's very athletic. 80% conversions against Dallas last week. So, can run, can throw. He's very smart, handles a lot of things at the line of scrimmage. So it's a big challenge for us to handle him and the rest of the offense.
Statistically, Malcolm has struggled a little bit. Malcolm Butler, he's allowing a great volume of catches. One scouting service says most by a quarterback in the NFL.
That means a lot to me.
Okay, but is he doing anything differently this year?
I mean, they league in defense. Okay, so that's our challenge as an offense. Is we're playing 11 guys, we're playing their coaching staff and the schemes they put up against us. And right now they're playing better defense than anybody in the league. So we'll see how we do. I don't know. It'll be tough. I know that.
How has Harold Landry contributed to their defense from what you've seen from him?
He's got a little bit more playtime the last couple of weeks with Morgan out. They basically all four of those guys play: Correa, Morgan, Arakpo, and Landry.
One of the reasons they're pretty good is they stop a lot of teams on third down. How much of a
They
challenge
stop them
is
on first down. They stop them on third down. They stop them in the red area. They don't give up a lot of big plays, so they stop them more than anybody else in the league stops them. Stop them on every down. I mean, I agree, but it's not just first down. It's not just third down. It's not just the red area. It's all the above. So good team defense. It's not one guy. I mean, they have some really outstanding players. I mentioned a couple of them, but just as a team, they're very well coordinated. They play very disciplined, good techniques, good fundamentals. They make it work for every yard. They don't give many penalties. So if you can't go out there and move the ball against them, then you're not going to move it. If you're waiting for them to screw up and give you, an easy play or a bunch of penalty yardage or stuff like that, you could be waiting a long time. That's just not what they do. Too well coached, too much discipline.
Coach, you mentioned Casey, Terrell Casey. How do you see him?
It's great, outstanding, hard to block. Running game, passing game. He can play two-gap, play with power. He's quick. He stunts well, rushes the passer well. He's a good tackler. He hustles, makes a lot of plays in pursuit. Instinctive, hard to fool with, screens, traps, misdirections, stuff like that. He eats those up too, so he's a problem.
This will be the first time that you've coached against one of your former players. It'd be odd to see one of your former guys.
Yeah, it'll be the Patriots against the Titans. That's what it'll be.
Sharp has been especially effective on third down. A lot of big plays for him.
Yeah, they're all big, like 10 for 10. Yeah, nobody stopped them. So that's a problem too. Yep.
Graybaugh is one of those guys who just loves the game, loves to practice. And I know earlier this year we were talking about Patrick Chung, and you said he's another one of those guys who just loves to get out there and practice. Is that something that shows up in the evaluation process, or for some guys that shows up a little later on when you actually get a chance to see him work?
Probably the latter. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. When you're working with somebody every day, you get to see them a little bit differently. But with players like Pat, Mike, Rodney, they just never want to come off the field. So if they're out there on defense, they're out there for every play, and then when the scout team's out there, they don't go out there and take scout team plays too and jump in there on special teams and be on the scout team, kickoff team, or punt team, or whatever it is. I mean, it's like go out there and play football. They're all three of those players, um, great condition, like never got tired. They just didn't seem like they ever got tired. Um, go run 50 yards and cover guy, and they're not tapping out looking for somebody to come in for them. They run back to the huddle and they're ready to go to the next play, whatever it is. So um, that's the way Mike was. He loved to play on the scout team defense. He'd be their best pass rusher. He'd play middle linebacker. He'd play free safety, strong safety, Palomalu, Ed Reed, um, Freeney, whoever we were playing, he would love to be those guys um, against our offense, and then he'd take all the snaps on defense. So he was like all those guys are kind of like that. Yeah, it was really they bring a lot of good positive energy to the team by just what they do um, and how they do it. So I mean, you can't put a price on guys like that. They're great.
So when you're determining assignments for players defensively, and with Gilmore, I guess in particular, how much trust does it require to give a guy an assignment that you know is going to be difficult, and does he ever lobby you for certain assignments, and do you ever take that kind of thing into account, those conversations?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. Um, I mean, look, I have a ton of respect for Stefan. He's covered and played against a lot of guys in this league. I mean, he's willing to do whatever you ask him to do. I don't think it's a question of that. But yeah, you talk to those guys when you talk about matching them up. Ty or Talib or Gilmore, guys like that. How do you feel about certain guys and what? Because again, it's playing against them's one thing, but how a particular player plays against them, and what do you feel good about on the matchups or anything you're worried about? And then they tell you, and sometimes that helps you how you want to defend them. Do they feel like they need help over the top? Do they feel like they need help underneath? Do they not feel like they need it? Those guys are pretty honest. At least they have been. Through the years that I've coached them, I mean, those are guys like that, Gilmore, Law, Talib. Those guys certainly fell into that category. They said, "Look, I don't need any help on this guy." Then, all right, great.
Last question?
What Troy Flores never wants to have success on the inside for
He's got good length. He's quick. He's very instinctive. Trey has a really good feel for leverage and the weight distribution of the players. So the guy's light, he can push him back. The guy's kind of leaning on him, he can get around him with his quickness. He uses his hands well. He plays on his feet. He has good balance, and he runs well. He can run out, track guys down, make plays from the backside. So he's just got a good feel for the game. He kind of knows how to play. He knows how to play against the guy that's blocking him, and he knows how to play against the quarterback or the run back or whoever it is that has the ball, kind of what area he's in and where the guy's trying to go, and if he can get there, how long he has to hold his position before he can, leave to try to make the play without voiding the area that he's responsible for. Again, those are very split-second instinctive decisions. I mean, you don't have time to think about them. You just got to react to them. But he almost always makes the right decision on that, whether he's outside or inside or on the right side or on the left side, or whether we're on a 4-man line, 5-man line, 3-man line. He just kind of has a good feel for that spacing and kind of how the battle with the guy he's working against is going, whether he's got the upper hand initial part of the play or whether it's even or, whatever he has to do, and he kind of reacts accordingly. So he's a very instinctive guy, has a lot of versatility. Really can play anywhere across the line. He's played every spot for us. He's played on the center, he's played on the guard, he's played on the tackle, played out there on the tight end, he's played on his feet, he's played down, he's played everywhere but off the ball. So, okay, great, thank you.